All right, well, there should be some more people filtering in, but we'll just get things started because it's, all right. We got 40. Hey, will you do me a favor and close that door behind you? Thank you, thank you. What's up? So Luis, the guy who co-organizes this with me, could be here today, so it's just me. I'm Alex. We've been running the Music Tech Meetup for about 1.5 years now, and to the folks that haven't been here before, we do different things. Sometimes we have like mini hackathons where people are creating music apps. Sometimes we have people demoing, which is what we're doing today. We do trivia, we do fun stuff. So it's every third Tuesday. We'd love to have you come back. If you guys just walked in, there's beer and water in the back. And feel free to jump up and grab that if you want at any point. So today we're just going to have a little quick presentation by Festifine. And they're a new music app here in Austin. And I'll let them explain that, exactly what they do. But afterwards, we're just going to go around the room. And sometimes we have events or fun stuff to do after a demo. But I think we're just going to do some networking. That's what a lot of people came here for. Typically, that's what meetups are for. So we'll just go around the room and everyone will introduce themselves and say what they're working on and maybe how they can, what they can bring to the table for the rest of the group. So if you're a UI designer or a copywriter, maybe you can help each other out. Cool, well, I'll let Greg Gurla, is that how I say your last name? Greg Gurla. His app's called Festifine, and I'll switch you over to, do you guys want any background coming, like walking on stage? Tiger music. Tiger. You can do rat-a-tat.
I like it.
Is that working here for you?
What am I doing?
Oh, go to your system preferences. You can go to display. You can just like drop it, and then go to best for classroom. Okay, go to cool. No, go to, let's see. Click on the Optimize For button. To be a built-in display.
For something.
No? Okay, let me grab Sam.
I'm trying to get it to go to. Yeah, well, it's displaying, but it's not displaying full screen.
Let's see. Not the best for built-in display.
Yeah, wants a 720p.
Okay, here we'll just display. Okay.
We'll just do the 720p. That'll be. We'll get it over here. Oh yeah.
Oh, it's I guess just something like that. That'll be good. Like this. You guys have direct HDMI? No. Never. Okay, here you go. That'll work?
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Do you want to go to the...
Go to where?
to PowerPoint?
Oh. You don't have that. Just open. Hey, which one is it?
Just start it. It's fine.
Where's the start? I haven't used this one. It's the bottom.
Cool. Get it going. So I'm Greg.
Alex.
Yeah, we're the founders of Festifind, and our website, our web app, just launched on Monday. We're kind of in a MVP mode right now, so I kind of want you guys to think of features that you guys like, features that you guys don't like, things that you guys maybe want to see in the future for our web app. So I actually started this about 3 years ago, just as an idea for the Spotify hackathon. This was back when I lived in San Francisco, because I loved going to festivals, like I'm sure a lot of you guys do, but it's hard to find ones that are actually tailored towards you, towards me. And I came across the EcoNest, which is a super powerful platform that Spotify uses, Rdio used to use to connect people to music and then help connect artists to each other. So you go like, I like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Cool, well here's, I don't know, like the Rolling Stones, they have similarities. So I thought we could bring that to a web app form and go like, well, if you like this festival, here's another festival that you might like. You're in Austin, you like ACL, well, Fun's also in Austin. You might like that as well. So that was kind of the starting point for working on the app, and then I got the help of Alex, who's an amazing front-end guy, and some other people started helping out and kind of taking it to where we are now. Yeah, so the idea was that this would be focused on music. There's obviously sites, Songkick, other places where you can find events, you can find things that you want, but this is really tailored towards music and tailored towards music fans, people that might actually care about the lineup. So we have full integration into Spotify, so when you go to Fun, you can see like, oh, you know, Wu-Tang is playing, click the song, play it, and then you can do that for all the artists too. You can just sort by genre, just I want to see the EDM artists, I want to see the rock artists. And then after that, you can write reviews, comment on it, get involved in the community, and from our business angle, that idea is that we're going to start trying to influence the purchase decision. So when someone is thinking about a festival, and the way I kind of think about it is like a funnel. We're trying to be at the top of the funnel, have someone explore a festival, and then once they're kind of thinking about that festival, kind of funnel them into tickets and packages, which is kind of the direction that we're looking to go into. Yeah, I'll just start.
To the side?
Yeah.
So we're gonna launch this?
Yeah.
What is the URL?
Festifind.com.
Festifind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Cool, yeah. So this is the site, and as you can see, we're trying to go down a little bit. Let people explore, kind of get the whole idea of your creativity going like, oh, this festival might be cool. Oh, this other festival I don't really like, but these people seem kind of like they're my EDM type. I'm gonna click on that festival because I'm interested in it. Or you can just search by the location, just say like, I wanna find festivals just in Austin because that's where we live, obviously. You're like, oh yeah, of course. So I guess go to Fun. So the idea here is just to hit them with the basic information up front, kind of get an overview of the festival before driving down into more details as we go later on. So you can see The pictures, it's really a visual website, something that's going to get somebody interested in going. The overview pictures got the like and share button, but go down a little bit. And this is really the Spotify and EcoNest integration. So you can find all the artists, play all the artists, and the way we set it up is we can create a new festival in about 3 minutes because all this information is already in our backend. So all I have to do is just put in a CSV, and then it just creates the full festival lineup, and we're good to go. Yeah, you can sort by. Just click one. Yeah, and then click on the play. Yeah, so someone's gonna go to this site, start playing around, and really kind of get lost in it. Like, you're just gonna start listening to music, you're gonna start exploring the different festivals, you're gonna find, oh, this festival I like, this festival I don't like. Go to the advanced search.
I'll play Converge.
Yes. Discovery. Yeah, so then on this page too, you can sort by different types of festivals, the locations, sort by date, popularity, location, and then even recommended for you, which is based off of the interest that you already have. Let's say you like rock, we're gonna find similar festivals to that, or artists. Let's say you like artist X, we're gonna find festivals where that artist is either playing at or similar artists to that artist that you're playing at is at. So the idea here from a long-term goal is to really be an exploration and travel tool, almost like an Expedia for festivals. The way that the festival market is going now is it's not a 16-year-old necessarily going. A lot of them are 18 plus, a lot of them are 21 plus even, and they're 25 to 35-year-olds that have extra money that are trying to go across the world and really do the VIP experience. This big article in Rolling Stone about this, actually, how the artists are feeling like the integrity of the festivals are lost in a way because of the whole VIP market. Whether or not that's a sad thing, or you're like, oh, the integrity of festivals are lost with the VIP, we don't really care. We're trying to just capitalize on that market. People that are trying to travel, going to Tomorrowland in Belgium, going to EDC in Vegas, and really when they're in that top of the funnel, like, it's summertime, I want to do an awesome summer festival, you're going to go on our site and just start playing around, start exploring, and then as we start, and this is another few months down the line, start introducing packages to people. We're like, hey, you've shown interest in going to EDC Vegas. Do you guys have a hotel room? No. Do you guys have airfare? No. Like, have you guys thought about doing any dinners out? No. And just start getting the ball rolling in terms of booking a real vacation package and not necessarily just going to a festival. Because, I went to ACL, so many people are from out of town, and they're not there just for the festival. They're there for so many things. So we're trying to also bring them into the city and explore, let them explore the different things that are going around in the city themselves. Yeah, that's kind of the overview of the site. You can actually want to just show some of the features, like recommended for you.
Recommended.
Or log in, and then do that.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is there
Just one. Yeah, go ahead.
is there a limit to the size of festivals that you're looking at to put on your site, or what?
Yeah, so we're starting from the biggest festivals because we're trying to go for the festivals that people are going to be traveling for.
Mm-hmm.
That's number one. But as a whole, we're trying to get all the festivals in there. So that's kind of what we're doing right now, is inputting as many festivals as we can, because we really want to get the exploration and the imagination of people really going forward. So if we don't have all the festivals in there, then the user experience is lost. So that's actually what we're focusing on right now, is like going for them.
And the way you're collecting the data from the different festivals is just manual. You guys are getting the information for the festivals yourself.
Yeah, well, there's a couple algorithms and things that we've done to speed up the process, especially when it comes to the artists. But at the end of the day, we're adding that. This is a huge thing for us is SEO. So I think that was a couple of our competitors, I think, have been lost in that realm. They're going for the single page app that doesn't render as well on Google searches. So we actually went back and redid the whole thing in a more traditional Google friendly way. So all these festivals have original articles, 400 to 600 word articles on each one. We have huge keywords, like lineup 2015, 2016. That actually brings up another good point. A lot of people in this space think of festivals in a linear path, and we have as well. Let me explain that. They'll think of an ACL 2014, 15, and 16 as 3 separate events. So if you go on the website, you'll see an event calendar, and there'll be like 2015 ACL, and then after it happens, which it just did, that event is lost in space. We don't think of festivals in terms of like a single event. We think of it as a big festival with different editions, and that allows our backend to be much quicker. So when ACL flips over from 2015 to 16, all we have to do is change a few things around, update the artists, and we're good to go on another page with all the SEO, all the reviews, everything that we've already put into that original festival stays there, versus a website that deals with linear events. After ACL 2015, all the reviews, all the SEO they put into that site is gone. It's out the door, no one's ever gonna see it. But for us, it stays there, we get all that value. Yeah, and you can see, you can search for past lineups. In 3 years, this is gonna be awesome. We're gonna get past lineups. We're also gonna be able to do tons of data collection and data analytics on the artists through what people are liking. See, EDM artists are not as popular in Austin as we thought they were. This valuable information that a festival is gonna wanna have. Yeah.
Are you requiring registrations to use the app, or are you going to have it registration free?
For the most part, it's open, but if you want to do any of the interactive features on the site, you need to join and log in. So different things like liking the artists, liking the festival, inputting your favorite artists, inputting your favorite, like festivals will require sign up, but it's super easy to do. Facebook, or you can just do the old school email. And yeah.
So if I heart all of my favorite artists, will I get alerts when they're going to different festivals?
So we're actually working on the artist page right now. That's our first thing that we're going to tackle in this V2. So it's going to have the artist and the festivals that they're playing at.
Okay.
We haven't set up the newsletter right now. But for the most part, it's just going to be a general one. New artists, new lineup releases, new festival announcements, things like that. We'd love, as we get more mature, to have the email newsletters and different things be tailored towards you and your interests. So that's definitely something that we'd like to work on.
Yeah. I have 2 questions. First, the site looks amazingly sharp and intuitive, and it looks excellent. Is the way it's pulling information, you mentioned it kind of looks at what you like. Is that something you're entering into the site, bands you like, or is it pulling from Spotify and what you're playing on Spotify to make recommendations?
Yeah, so you have to start inputting when you sign up. You guys can all sign up right now if you guys want. So when you sign up, it asks you what your favorite genre is, what your favorite artists are, and you just need to start with one. And from that one, we'll start pulling information. And the idea is once you're getting some recommendations, you're going to be more compelled to add more. And the more information we get, the more we're going to tailor the experience to you. We'd even like it, this is long term, but if we know you like EDM, the homepage is just EDM festivals that we think that you'll like. Even the pages themselves, right now it's like a blue. We're kind of going towards this theme of colors. So like the whole website will be black themed if you're a hip hop fan, or R&B will be like a different blue, so that the experience is tailored towards EDM fans, so that they feel that this is a personalized experience. You're not just on like a site looking at full festivals, because you're not going to care about that.
And the second, sorry, the
Yeah,
second
go ahead.
question I had, is the revenue model of it kind of in the later on being able to put packages together for people?
Yeah, exactly. So this is something that we were really wrestling with in the last month, is how soon we would want to go towards packages. So we already have it like wireframed out and it's good to go, but we decided that we were going to focus on the users getting what they want in an app, in an exploration site, and then once we're kind of sure that people are using it, they're interested in it, then start introducing the packages. Because I thought if we introduce packages too soon, then like we wouldn't maybe have introduced the Spotify features, or we might not have focused on some other user-centric features and just focused on kind of selling them stuff, which is value for us and them, but they might take, the early adopters might take it the wrong way.
So are there not copyright issues with these?
Creative Commons, we're taking it from the Creative Commons or their press photos.
Okay.
Or also what we're doing is pulling directly from YouTube, which is Creative Commons as well. Because if it's posted, then it's legal. Yeah. Go ahead.
Have you had any conversations with festival organizers or, people
Yeah. So
like, how are they, if you're going to be driving revenue to them through ticket sales and stuff, how are you going to get a cut, or like what's that relationship like?
Right. So one of our advisors is a big guy at AEG Live, and he works with a lot of the festivals. He puts on different festivals in the New York area, and how this works for the most part is they give anywhere from 5 to 10% of their total tickets to package companies. The biggest one is CIG. They do festival package for ACL, for example. So if you were to go on the site and click their travel packages, you'd be going to their site, but their site is terrible. There's no interactiveness. It's basically like, hey, person, you go on, it says like, are you 2 people? Yeah, you're going here. Here's the hotel that you're going to because it's the official hotel of ACL. Doesn't give you any choice of what if I'm 5 people? What if I want to stay an extra day? What if I actually don't want to stay at a hotel? I want to do HomeAway, which is who we're talking with now, getting in their early APIs. So you don't have to stay at a hotel, you stay at someone's house. It's way better. So we're trying to get in that 5 to 10% of the tickets that are given towards package companies like us, and really be those people. There's one big company right now doing it in Europe, Festicket. They're only in Europe though, and they're kind of the first ones that are introducing this package model, so to speak, where you're traveling for a festival, you don't just want a ticket, you want all these other extra things. So we're kind of playing on that idea too, but once we have the people on the site, start introducing the packages. Questions about, or comments about things that you like, things that you guys would like to see? I'm definitely open to, we'd like to hear things that you would want to see on the site as music fans yourselves.
I would love to see if it did integrate with Spotify, so the recommendations kind of are, I don't know the back end of that, but are pulled just based on my habits. They see I'm playing a certain genre or a certain artist, and it starts feeding recommendations to me.
Yeah, that's something that we would love to have, because right now it's based off of the artists themselves. So if you like this artist, then you like this one. But if there was a way for us to just know your personal habits, then we wouldn't have to ask you these things. We just know it. Yeah.
Could you scroll up and be like clicking around so you can see different parts?
Yeah.
I don't like the festival.
Like the festival.
You read a review? Yeah, a review is also like a huge one for us in terms of purchasing, influencing purchase decisions. So we're thinking about starting contests and different ways to elicit reviews, because as you guys know, purchase decisions are made through online reviews. It's just how it happens. That's why Amazon is so powerful with their reviews. So we're trying to introduce a similar model in there.
what songs are being played? Like if I clicked on The Weekend, which track on Spotify is it coming up?
It's
is it
the most popular
the most
track.
popular, like has been streamed the most times, or currently the most popular? How?
On the API,
It's just on there.
it ranks the most popular tracks, and we have the most 2 popular tracks. Obviously, I can't feel my face. It's number 1. Yeah, we're pulling all that in from the API, which is really cool. So basically, we just take the artist, upload it up, and it's good to go. And again, this is all a back-end feed in. So from the SEO perspective, we're getting that hit. And for a lot of these festivals, outside of the poster, there's nowhere online you can actually view like an HTML version of the list. So this is an HTML version of the list, which I think is really good for SEO, and we're kind of banking on these different SEO choices to help us out.
Austin does like 1 million micro festivals every year. Would you ever concentrate into something local like that? Like X shitty punk band would ditch the fest or horrorcore, whatever those tiny Mohawk festivals would they pop up?
Yeah, that's a good question. Something that we've been wrestling with is like where to focus, and our idea is, because there's so many festivals, is start big and then go small. But as we get more traction, we're trying to get more writers and people to help us do the input of the festivals. We'd love to get the smaller ones, because we're working on like location-based festivals. So basically like a sitemap. So you go like Austin, like just give me all the festivals in Austin. And right now we've got 5 to 10 big ones, but yeah, it'd be awesome if we could get the smaller ones as well.
Thought about just letting users upload their own festivals?
Great question. We have thought about that, and we've thought a lot about that, and for now we're staying away from it. Songkick does that, and if you've ever searched Songkick for a festival, it's a cluster. It's a mess. They've got like 15 versions of ACL 2015. Some have artists on them, some have not, and that's why data integrity is the biggest part of our site. Like, it sounds weird, but like, if you lose the data integrity on a festival, no one's ever gonna come back. If you don't have the right artist, like the wrong artist name, the song is incorrect, like I can't trust this company, this brand. We're a brand. Songkick, I think, is really good for single events, but when it comes to festivals, they're a mess, because they don't have the correct artists.
Yeah, we could approve their submission.
But it might be faster for us just to do it ourselves.
Sure.
So our introduction into that way of thinking is we're gonna have the festivals. If you're a new festival popping up, actually we just got contacted by one in Santa Barbara. We're gonna give them a code. Yeah, they're not gonna have all the admin rights, but they can add their own single festival.
Okay.
But that's also tricky too, because we don't want them using their stock like press release about the festival, because that's really bad for SEO. So we're gonna have to even go through there and manually check that this is an original article, or don't put an article at all, like don't copy and paste. But yeah, to have the site be mature, we need people, whether it's the festivals or users, to add it in, because that's a lot of work to manually do it.
Yeah, that's how you scale. But it's a good start.
Yeah.
How do you plan on rolling this out? I know you said it's live, but how do you plan on telling people about it? Is it just word of mouth right now, or?
Yeah. So we're kind of in the V1 right now. We've got we're in a break with our release schedule. We're going for another release, gonna start November 1st, go for a month and a half. And really our strategy for getting this, and I love your guys' feedback, is really through my experience. I used to run a social media agency, so that's kind of like my background. And there's really good responses from festivals and users when it comes to a site like this. So basically I post outfits. That's a huge one. So I go like, who's the best, who's rocking the best dress to ACL? Every girl likes it. Like, who's got the coolest festival shoes? Everyone's commenting on it. So really like getting the clothing, and then for the fans too, being like, who do you want to see at ACL? Like just posting like The Weeknd versus Drake. Like, who do you want to see more? People are commenting on that. And then also just basic Google Google Ads, but we're going to start to do that as we get packages because we don't really need to sell the Google Ad space, provide a Google Ad space until we're selling ourselves. So be a rollout in the next few months. Questions? What do you guys? Yeah, go ahead.
You guys raising money?
We are not raising money. Luckily, we have myself and Alex and Joey's helping out, and also another team member. So we're not looking for money right now. We're in a good position to bootstrap this. Although, as we build the packages, that might be a place where we're gonna want to scale rather quickly. And because Festiga, that company in Europe, they're probably starting to think about coming to the US and starting to introduce the packages. Obviously, there's the CID Entertainment that has no technology, but they have festivals backing them. They could kind of come into this space too. So depending on how fast we need to scale, we might need to raise funds so we can scale a bit quicker. Yeah.
Have you guys looked into e-commerce opportunities in terms of whether it's working with the festivals to bring some of their merch to sell, through you guys, or maybe brands that are promoting the festivals?
Yeah, that's a big one. We're not doing now, but that's something that we want to get involved with. The clothing thing is a big one. So there's a lot of vendors that already have contacted us about promoting their stuff. So the company was like temporary tattoos are actually like really big at festivals. Girls rock them. They're only available for they only stay on for 5 to 7 days, but it's perfect. So that's like ACL Festival. We just put it right there in the corner. Buy it. And then also from the festival perspective, we want to have the homepage be a paid area. So kind of, like Google search, you get on the right side, you're going to pay for it. So if someone's searching in Austin, ACL is going to have to pay to get their festival to be recommended, the recommended festival. So we're thinking about the opportunities through that. I don't know if that answers kind of what you're thinking about. What ideas do you have for that?
I don't know. The licensing is obviously the problem. The festivals may have their own e-commerce stores going on, wherever they're selling tickets, or I don't know if it's about taking advantage of print on demand, perhaps, and partnering with if you do a specific package with a festival, you tie the shirts or whatever merch that you want on demand to the travel and other components. That could be something there.
Yeah. It's surprising how low level a lot of these festivals are in terms of technology. I think they spend, I don't know this, but I feel like they spend 99% of their time trying to get the best artists because that's how they get their name out there. Yeah, and they get the money, but they don't think about the technology and basically their web apps are really bad. Their analytics, this is even before I was thinking about doing this, I was thinking about making a site that would just help festivals find the best optimized artists for their specific festivals. So the big festivals, it's still based off of intuition of the festival manager to go hey, I think Drake's album is really awesome, we should get him. But when you think about it, Drake might cost $2 million to get him, and his popularity might be, let's take it on a 100 scale, a 50, or actually Drake would be a 90, 99. But you could get 4 artists at a $10,000 level, and you could actually get more people to the show. But these festivals, musicians, I think there's a lack of technology in general. This is just me preaching, but there's a lack of technology in the music space in general because it's an old school industry, and it's almost like Moneyball in baseball. I'm just preaching, but it's like Moneyball in baseball where they were afraid to bring analytics into it. And a site like this can start to bring analytics. So if you can go to an ACL and go hey, there's actually 10% more people that went to the weekend than went to the Strokes when they were playing, we can start to help them to maximize their profits and make better decisions.
That's what Next Big Sound does? You guys are familiar with that?
Yeah, Next Big Sound does that. I think it just got acquired by Pandora, actually. Yeah. So they do that, but they're just music. There's no live things.
Yeah.
See, that's what I was going to say. I mean, the industry is very averse to technology, obviously, and they've been reading the same, data for years, whether it's SoundScan, the radio, media base, and whatnot. So maybe one way to go about it is to approach the Echo Nests or the what you just said.
Next Big Sound.
Next Big Sound. Maybe even one of the major SCM, PPC companies that work in the industry, like Media, and seeing if they've gotten a little bit of traction. So maybe that's the way to infiltrate that.
Yeah, for sure. We'd like to be kind of the festival arm for EcoNest, because they kind of have Spotify as live music, and then they've got like jam bases for single events, or the other ones are for like different areas of the industry, but there's not one just data for festivals. So we'd love to be that data arm.
I have one last question. So there's a ton of information about the artists, and I'm looking at like hotels nearby, or for instance, there's like a camping or RV parking. Do you guys go offer any more information about that? Detailed info.
Yeah, so actually we were discussing this last week, and we were going to like implement it, but yeah, I guess you want to talk about your idea for it.
Which one? So we're thinking about, so we would have a handful, we would have these laid out, and whenever you hover over them, it'll give you some more info on maybe like where the airport is or how to walk from there, maybe some best ways, some good tips on how to get to these places. Maybe some ride share, maybe a way like what ride sharing is available. Best routes on bus and shuttle. A lot of this stuff is I think it would be better if like for maybe a user to upload, that way you can give you better tips on how to more easily get to these places through bus or shuttle or whatever. Give you better tips.
We'd also like to tie it into the map too. That's something.
Yeah.
So we go like airport nearby, like where's the airport?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just automatically put a
Yeah.
pin on there. That'd be cool.
Have you guys thought about producing other, basically custom content as your brand besides the 400 to 600 descriptions about the festivals? So like, like top 5 festivals with the best food, or your own previews for the festivals to drive people through?
Oh yeah, that's a huge thing. We have a blog section that it's me writing the blogs, but ACL just released their pre-sales today. Governor's Ball is potentially getting shut down, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, just driving traffic through album reviews, like top artists at each festivals, recommended festivals in Austin, just basically anything that's going to get clicks. We're going to be writing original content on. And if anyone here likes writing content or wants to help, seriously, we are a small team, and if anyone thinks that this is a cool idea, I'd love to talk to you.
You should go to UT and get some interns.
Yeah, sure. I was actually thinking about doing that.
Marketing interns.
Yeah.
It has 8.
8?
They're all writers.
I'll take that. Thank you. Yeah.
I was thinking about ways that you could possibly jazz up the reviews section. Just going off what you're saying, where fashion is such a big part of festival life, and like everyone loves to brag about the indie artists that they like and like be pretentious. If there's a way, it's true, to add in like a video component. There are issues because of like being able to filter through like the quality and like nudity and cursing, obviously, but I don't know, just like having a hashtag or something where people can kind of do their like own little mini video review, and then like either you guys retweet it or what have you, like, God, you really have to come to ACL, we're having so much fun.
Yeah.
Something like that where people like are trying to show off on your site.
Yeah, that's we were just thinking about that, so that's good. I'd like to explore that more from a female perspective. But like fashion, I'm saying, is like fashion is such a big part of festivals. Girls really drive like the person's decision. Like if a guy watches, all the after movies are just like girls dancing, wearing cool outfits. So what we're thinking on the site is the best outfit of ACL. So almost like a Foursquare, where it's like who had the coolest outfit, and then somehow we put it on the site. It's like this girl, like she was, and then other girls would be like, oh, that was an awesome festival outfit. And then on Instagram, our hashtag is FestBest. So
that's cute.
yeah, so we're trying to like play that off, and I was testing it last weekend because of Treasure Island Festival, and people were kind of catching on to it a little bit. So that's, I think, the direction that I want to go. Also, flags are a big thing. Our logo is a flag. Flags are the most, I think, iconic thing of festivals. So best flags at festivals. Somehow put that in a review section. Like post your who rocked a cool flag. Like put it in
Something
there.
they can integrate it with our social, so that's driving people like back to their personal Instagram. Like
Yeah.
people are so vain, and I think they're more likely to do it.
Yeah, I think so too. Or go to the profile page. We didn't show the profile, but pic file. Yeah, this actually like drives you from Facebook, so like you can just upload anything from Facebook or Instagram. So it's a really cool plugin.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so like we want it so people are uploading their own photos that they took at ACL using our hashtags, but uploading it on our site so we own those images.
That's great.
Favorite artists?
Yeah, favorite genres.
Without the S.
One, dude. He needs to
We gotta
choose
remove
one.
that S. I mean that apostrophe.
Yeah. Yeah, we also want to improve the genres.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a tricky one because I wrote this like big script that takes the 1,500 EcoNet genres and like funnels them down into 20, but rock isn't a good enough description. But then
metal's not a good description. Yeah. I don't know about
Gospel?
no one picks gospel. We pick gospel.
I would like Kirk Franklin.
I don't know. Gospel makes money.
All right, noted.
Mega churches.
Mega churches, that's true. Yeah, it's a tricky one though.
But for real, it's an EU. Gospel. G-O-S-P-E-L.
Gospel.
Okay. Any other questions? We good here? Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. And if you guys want to talk after, I definitely want to hear you guys' feedback and stuff.
So feel free to go to the restroom or grab your beers. We're just going to go around the room and everyone is just going to say their name and what interests them about music or music technology and maybe what they're working on. This is going to get long. And also how they can help the group if they have any skills to offer. So I'll start. My name is Alex Mitchell. I run a company here called Music Meets Video, and my background is in video production and UI design. I can help with giving feedback on your apps or your websites, products, or business plan, stuff like that. Cool. Go.
Can I start?
Sure.
I'm Francisco from Chile. I am a diagnostic performer, and I also deal with music technology, especially in Max MSP and MIDI controllers.
My name is Joey Bacon. I'm a UI designer for another capital factory company called Target. We do fantasy soccer, and I did the design for Festify. So if you need UI help, feedback, let me know.
Name's Greg and talked already.
My name is Alex. I work with Festifine, and my full-time job is at Vision as a front-end developer.
My name is Orlando. I'm from London. I got a bunch of ideas / startups. I'm a developer. That's it.
My name is Philip. I'm the recovering SQL enterprise software consultant. I do independent iOS development right now, working on an app for use in the live music industry, essentially to identify live music performers in small music venues using Bluetooth technology. And I'm an iOS developer, so if you have any sort of needs in that area, I'm happy to help you.
My name is Eric. I'm a technical director for a pharmaceutical analytics company. That's how I'm here. That's kind of my day job. I'm also a member of an organization called Black Fred. We support local musicians, and I'm really passionate about figuring out how to get local musicians more fans. I'm a firm believer that there are a lot more fans in the suburbs of every city in this country that don't participate or support local music just because they don't know how to. And I'm here to listen to ideas and find ways to make that happen for people. Yeah, that's it.
Eric is awesome. I met him here. We became friends. I love this meetup. My name's Tay. My background is I have my own personal viral YouTube channel, and I own a talent agency here in town. We represent actors as well as do production and branding for small businesses here in the city.
My name is Mario. I work at an Australian digital marketing company that just launched here like 4 months ago, I think. I love all things music. I used to be a DJ back in the day. Now I'm the guy that takes his kid to Waterloo to buy vinyl and takes his kid to ACL and fun. So you see me with my like, little mini 6-year-old daughter. I just love all things music. So that's what
I'm John. I work in acoustics. I play drums in a band, and in my spare time, I am building a 62 Fender reverb clone.
My name is Kenneth. I'm a student at the University of Texas, computer science and human ecology. I DJ. Looking to learn production as well as audio engineering. And I think that piggybacking off of what you were saying about the local artist realm, where I think that at least technology now, it allows, I guess, people to support one another. And I guess it's in the realm of like, if you get enough good songs or good artists together, I'm sure people would come out and support them.
My name's Edward Badadia. I'm from Brazil, in New York to Austin. I'm a 20-year veteran of the music industry, working mostly in digital marketing. One of those guys who tried to drag the industry forward. Moved to Austin 5 years ago after a long time at record labels to try something else, and I work at a business development role here in an e-commerce company in Austin that does a lot of artist websites, e-commerce stores, and some athletes as well.
Hi, my name is Renee. I'm from Chicago. Moved out here about 5 years ago. I'm missing the Cubs game with us. I want to learn a lot of what's going on here. We started a company, we started a company called TipCount. It's a virtual tipping assistant for artists and entertainers. We feel like there's a lot of artists out here that don't sort of know how to introduce themselves into the technological world like he was talking about earlier. So I think capitalizing on that, try to collect from the fans and try to give back to the fans as well as sort of being assisting in that sort of that pendulum swing, that whole funnel, that ecosystem that we're trying to create right now. So we're trying to build a lot more data around not just the tipping model, but build services around it, whether it be a booking system, whether it be a tour manager. We want to build a lot around for these artists, collect as much money and revenue as we can from them, and still give back to the fans that go to support them. And then, yes.
And I'm Chris. He hit the nail on the head pretty well. We released a mobile application earlier this month for artists to be able to receive tips from their fans. And we're looking at services that we're going to provide for the tippers and connecting neighboring businesses, that kind of thing, to these tippers. And then try to provide recommendations based on their tipping patterns, on who to go see here in town, that kind of stuff, right? Just building up from there. Day job, I work at IBM as a software engineer, so this is a crime of passion for me. And, you know, I love live shows. Went to a few of the Black Fred events. It's an awesome organization. Those guys put on amazing events. And just, I like music. So, yeah.
I'm Brian Kane, and I just want to see what it's about.
My name is Kevin. I am in marketing and marketing strategy. I have a 15-year background in the music industry, primarily in concert promotion. Just trying to apply some marketing to a lot of different music ideas.
My name is Aaron. I am a musician. I'm a violinist and I'm a composer. And I teach music to children in public schools in Austin. As a composer, I've been using technology to write a lot of music recently on Logic mostly. But I'm new to Austin. I really just wanted to see what people are thinking about because I'm very interested in both fields.
Hey, I'm Prasad. I run a company called Intelligent Enterprise Solutions.
we have developed a software that helps in filing IP affordably, and we are trying to get into music business so that we can help small and medium companies to deal with intellectual property.
Mike Rogner, I have a company, Pure Res Audio, design and build high-end digital electronics for their consumer pro markets. So, Grammy member as well, and musician, so anything involved with music, kind of finger in
I'm Mike. I'm a software engineer for Ven Digital. I make music. I've made some music instruments, and I like making music software, so I can do all that.
To me, Travis. I studied classical guitar at Texas Tech. I'm a software engineer. I work for a company as a technical lead that makes police software, and recently moved here and looking to get something music related off the ground, software-wise and music-wise. So.
Yes. Hi, my name is David. I'm from Puerto Rico. I just relocated here after about 2 months now from Spain, where I studied a master's in guitar and another in music technology. And right now I'm here doing an internship at a music technology company called David Instruments. And I'm doing my spare time and free time. I'm doing like sound engineering and I'm doing video production as well. I'm starting a company called International Music Sessions that is getting artists and musicians in different places of the world to make music together through a producer, not like letting them do it by their own. And I'm looking for web developers and people that would be interested in that as well. And I'm willing to help anybody that would be needing my services. And if any of you guys bands need a guitar player.
I'm also looking.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jen. I just relocated from Brooklyn, New York. I studied in school with David, Louis, and Francisco. I have a master's in global entertainment and music business. My background is in public relations, communications, and social media. I can help in that way. I did my thesis on how digital currency is going to affect the music industry, and I'm specifically interested in how blockchain technology is affecting the industry.
Now we all feel very small.
And last, I guess, I'm Lou, or Louis, fresh from New York as well, and from Valencia. And I did a master's in global entertainment and music business as well after doing a bachelor's degree in music industry in New York. And I just got a job in CRM sales to pay my bills, but I'm also working as an artist liaison with a music and entertainment attorney that has some of the clients that you saw, like 21 Pilots, Say We Can Fly. And I've also done pretty much anything on the web that has to do with music, whether it's writing reviews, pitching artists, doing label services type jobs, or any sort of facilitating between artists and X, publishers, brands, labels, that kind of thing. So.
Sweet. Well, that's everyone. If you guys just want to hang out, we have until 9 o'clock, so we have an hour. That's the most time we've ever had. So if you heard something from someone that piqued your interest, go ahead and talk to them and get in front of them before they leave. Yeah. Thanks for coming out. I'm gonna, quick, I'm taking requests, so what do you guys want to listen to?
Don't ask me, I'll say Slayer. Is Slayer it is? Totally joking.
Like the new Glory.
The what?
Yeah, Wu-Tang's.
So you mentioned Glory.